I've been muted. I was muted for 2 minutes. I do exist. I was probably recording something. Oh, now I remember what I was doing, so I had to mute myself. I was recording a screen clip. So, we've updated the terms of service for the Crisis B. You're allowed to listen to music as long as it's got no inappropriate lyrics. And so, we're going to be listening to some Good Kid today. Because their stuff's clean and also non-copyright, so I won't get striked on my YouTube videos. And we got Bible study first, so we got to go through the Bible study, and then we will listen to the tunes. And I got to work on Bible Jeopardy today. I should probably work on some Bible baseball, but I think I'm going to focus on Bible Jeopardy, and then working on part of my bass. We got 2.5 pages to read today, so it's gonna be slow. It's gonna be real slow and painful. I need to drink some water. My mouth already feels dry. I'm over here like I'm gonna die. And I've already had 2 sodas, so I can't slam third. Hi dogs, I love you. I fell asleep during church. We were in the Songs of Solomon. It got raunchy. Real fast. Okay. Genesis 23:13 through 34:31. So he, Jacob, launched there that same night, and he took what he came to his hand as he presented it to Esau, his brother, 200 female goats, 20 male goats, 200 ewes, and 20 rams, 30 milk camels with their colts, 40 cows and 10 bulls, 20 female donkeys and 10 foals. Then he delivered them to the hand of his servant, every drove by itself. And said to his servants, "Pass over before me and put some distance between successive droves." And he commanded the first one, saying, "When Esau, my brother, meets you and asks what you're saying, to whom do you belong, and where are you going? Those are these in front of you. Then you shall say, they are your servant Jacob's. It is a present sent to my lord Yeshua. And behold, he also is behind us." So he commanded the second and the third, and all who followed the drove, saying, "In this manner you shall speak to Yeshua when you find him, and also say, Behold, your servant Jacob is behind us. For he said, I will appease him with the presents that go before me, and afterwards I will see his face. Perhaps he will accept me." So the presents went on over before him, and he himself lodged that night in the camp. And when he arose that night and took his 2 wives and 2 female servants and his 11 sons and crossed over the ford of Jabbok, he took them, sent them over the brook, and sent over what he had. Then Jacob was left alone, and the man wrestled with him until he saw the breaking of day. Now when he saw that he did not prevail against him, he touched the sockets of his hips, and the sockets of Jacob's hips was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, "Let me go, for the day breaks," he said. But he said, "I will not let you go unless you bless me." So he said to him, "What is your name?" And he said, "Jacob." And he said, "Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men, and have prevailed." When Jacob asked, saying, "Tell me your name, I pray," he said, "Why is it that you ask about my name?" And he blessed him there. So Jacob called the name of the place Peniel, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. Just as he crossed over Peniel, the sun rose on him, and he limped on his hip. Therefore, to this day, the children of Israel do not eat the muscle, that shank, which is the hip socket, because he touched the sockets of Jacob's hips in the muscle that shrank. Jews aren't allowed to eat hip muscle because a man got touched on his hips? Huh? But like pork shank is so good. No, I actually don't eat pork. But it's still good. Now Jacob lifted his eyes and looked over there. Yeshua was coming, and with him were 400 men. And so he divided amongst his children Leah, Rachel, and the two maidservants. And he put the maidservants and their children in front, Leah and her children behind, and Rachel and Joseph last. Then he crossed over before them and bowed himself to the ground several times until he came near to his brother. But Yeshua ran to greet him and embraced him and fell on his neck and kissed him, and they wept. And he lifted his eyes and saw the women and the children and said, "Who are these with you?" So he said, "The children whom God has graciously given your servant." Then the maid servants came near, they and their children, and bowed down. And Leah also came near with her children, and they bowed down. Afterwards, Joseph and Rachel came near, and they bowed down. Then Yeshua said, "What do you mean by all this company which I met?" And he said, "These are to find favor in the sight of my Lord." But Yeshua said, "I have enough, my brother. Keep what you have for yourself." And Jacob said, "No, please, I have now found favor in your sight. Then receive my presents from my hand, inasmuch as I have seen your face as though I have seen the face of God, and you were pleased with me. Please take my blessing that it is brought to you, because God has dealt graciously with me, and because I have enough." So he urged him, and he took it. Then Yeshua said, "Let us take our journey, let us go, and I will go before you." But Jacob said to him, "My Lord knows that the children are weak, and the flocks and the herds, which are numerous, who are nursing." Wow, I can't read or speak today. "And the flocks and the herds are nursing with me, and if the men should drive them hard one day, all the flock will die. Please let my Lord go on ahead before his servants. I will lead on slowly at a pace at which the livestock that go before me and the children are able to endure, until I come to my Lord in Seir." And Yeshua said, "Now let me leave with you some of the people who are with me." But he said, "What need is there? Let me find favor in the sight of my Lord." So Yeshua returned that day on his way to Seir. And Jacob journeyed to Succoth, built himself a house, and made booths for his livestock. Therefore, the name of the place is called Succoth. Then Jacob came home safely to the city of Shechem, which is in the land of Canaan, which he came from Padan Aram, and he pitched his tent before the city. And he brought the parcel of land where they had pitched his tent from the children of Hamor, Shechem's father, for 100 pieces of money. And he erected an altar there, and he called it El-Hor Israel. Now Delah, the son of Leah, whom she had borne to Jacob, went out to see the daughters of the land. And when Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite, prince of the country, saw her, he took her and lay with her and violated her. Oh. That's fun. His soul was strongly attracted to Dihan, the daughter of Jacob, and he loved the young woman and spoke kindly to the young woman. So Shechem spoke to his father Hamor, saying, "Get me this young woman as a wife." And Jacob heard this, that he had defiled Dihan his daughter. Now his sons were with his livestock in the field, so Jacob held his peace until they came. Then Hamor, the father of Shechem, went out to Jacob to speak with him, and when the sons of Jacob came in the field where they had heard it, and the men were grieved and very angry, because he had done a disgraceful thing in Israel by laying with Jacob's daughter, a thing which ought not to be done. But Hamor spoke with them, saying, "The soul of my son Shechem longs for your daughter. Please give her to him as a wife." and make marriage with us. Give your daughters to us, and take our daughters to yourselves. So you shall dwell with us, and dwell in the land before you, dwell and trade in it, and acquire possession for yourself in it. So this is the line of Jacob, which is Israel, which is where we get Jews from, Judaism. Then Shechem said to her father and her brothers, let me find favor in your eyes, and whatever you say to me I will give. Ask me so much dowry and gifts, and I will give according to you what you say to me. But give me the young woman as a wife. But the son of Jacob answered Shechem and Hamor his father, and spoke deceitfully, because he had defiled Dinah their sister. And they said to them, we cannot do such a thing, to give our sister to the one who is uncircumcised, for that would be a reproach to us. But on this condition we have some consent to you. If you will become as we are, if every male of you is circumcised, then we will give our daughters to you, and we will take your daughters to us, and we will dwell with you, and we will become one people. But if you will not heed us and be circumcised, then we will take our daughters and be gone. Oh, hi, Frey. I saw that you posted earlier today on Twitter that you got your account back. Big dubs. I got half a page left to read. And their words pleased Hamor and Shechem, Hamor's son. So the young man did not delay and did the same thing, because he was delighted in Jacob's daughter, and he was more honorable than all of the household of his father. And Hamor and Shechem his son came to the gate of the city and spoke with the men of their city, saying, these men are at peace with us, therefore let them dwell on the land and trade in it. For indeed the land is large enough for them. Let us take their daughters to us as wives, and let us give them our daughters. Only on this condition will the men consent and to dwell with us, to be one people, if every male among us is circumcised as they are circumcised. Will not their livestock, their property, and every animal of theirs be ours? Only let us consent to them, and they will dwell with us. And all who went out of the gate of the city heeded Hamor and Shechem his son. Every male was circumcised, all who went out of the gates of his city. Now it came to pass that on the third day, that when they were in pain, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, the Dan's brothers, each took his sword and came boldly to the city and killed all the males. So all the men circumcised themselves. 2 days later, two guys came and killed all of them. All right. And they killed Hamor and Shechem his son with the edge of the sword, and took Dehen from Shechem's house and went out. The sons of Jacob came upon the slain and plundered the city, because of their sister had been defiled. They took their sheep, their oxen, and their donkey, what was in the city and what was in the field, and all of their wealth, all of their little ones, and all of their wives they took captives, and they plundered even all that was in the houses. Then Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, you have troubled me by making me obnoxious among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. And since I am few in number, they will gather themselves together and kill me. I shall be destroyed, my household and I. But they said, should he treat our sister like a harlot? Yes, sir. I knew I got it back. Are you doing caramel dancing? That's adorable. Ooh, 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 ooh. We're going to be listening to some Good Kid today, because we updated the terms of service for the Christ and Pete. It used to be no music except for music that had no lyrics or worship/Christian music. Those three things were allowed. But now we're allowing music without suggestive lyrics. No, it's cringe lol. I think it's adorable. It matches your personality perfectly. But now we're allowing music as long as it doesn't have suggestive words by other people. They wanted that. But we're going to have to see how it goes, because I don't think a lot of people understand how many songs are just riddled with innuendos. But Good Kid, I've listened to all their songs, and all of it's pretty clean. If not clean. I think Grounded talks about shooting a guy, but you're adorable. Aw, thank you. Wait. Do I still have this? Oh, I do still have this here. Here, you guys are going to see this real quick. Give me a second. There I am. And there I'm not. That was me in high school. Just a little blip for you guys. Get out from time to time, from dusk to dawn. Can you guys hear the music? I want it to be pretty quiet, but Good Kid doesn't copyright their music, so you can listen to it on YouTube, or you can listen to it and then have it uploaded to YouTube without getting striked down. This is their newest song, Cicada. Dude, I've just been loving this song. I barely got to see your picture. Here, I'll flicker it one more time. Okay, get ready, get ready, get ready. There I am. And wait. That's the wrong line. That. There we go. You guys got to see it. That was me in high school. Dance with me. Anime waifu man. I have 2 body pillows, and honestly, lately I've been contemplating getting rid of them, but I spent a decent amount of money. Like, it was like $120 between the 2. But, they're not lewd, but I don't know if it's very, appropriate for me, per se. Okay, I need to get 12 more ink sacs. So, I've been contemplating getting rid of it, but, you know, if I get a girlfriend or a wife and she wants me to get rid of them, you know, I'll keep the pillows and I'll get, like, just normal white pillowcases for them. But I'll probably take the other ones and I'll, you know, put them in, like, some sort of vacuum sealed bag and then put it in my closet or something. I compose, I compose someone you should get to know. Compose someone you get to know. But yeah, I have 2 body pillows. One is okay. So there's a little bit of story behind it. I bought both because the first one I bought because my brother was talking to his friend shortly after we watched SAO. And it was like our first anime that we ever watched. Is me, my 2 brothers, and one of our friends. We all watched SAO. And so they were talking about how funny it would be if someone bought a anime body pillow. So I did. But apparently they're talking about how cringe it would be. Kind of missed that part of the line. So I bought an Asuna one. But like, even in high school, I was like, I'm going to make sure that it's not lewd. That's kind of weird. So it's a... I'm not going to say it's like perfect, but it's pretty clean for as far as body pillows go. And then I bought a Raptalia one, and I'm going to be honest, trying to find clean body pillows is pretty hard, which is kind of sad. Okay, there's that. But yeah, I gotta type. It's Asuna. I have a video. Do I still have this as command? Let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. That's the time I almost asked out my cousin, and I refer to my cousin in the video as Asuna. Because both their names have an S and an A, and they're both ginger. So I was like, that tracks. Okay, so we have these. And now what I need is... should probably grab that. This. And then you guys are going to find out what I'm going to be working on today. So we're working on the... what's the word I'm looking for? We are working on... man, I am struggling with words. Jeopardy. We're working on Jeopardy today. But, as the title suggests, how is your day going? I'm having a pretty good one. I have an interview on Friday morning, and then I have an odd job after that, and then I have another odd job after that. So I'm going to be busy. Your day was blessed. A woo? Oh, wowie. Yeah. I think the job is kind of like set in stone, considering my dad works there and I've been leaving like pizzas there for a long time. So I kind of already bribed them or something, but you know. So we're going to put these two here, and then I keep some spare barrels back here for more storage. So each one of these is going to get 2 book and quills. One at the top left and one at the bottom right. So it'll be Old Testament, New Testament, and then the first categories will be different books of the Bible, and then the 6th category will be jokes, like Bible jokes, based on either the Old Testament or the New Testament. And they're just going to be super dumb, super cheesy jokes. I thought it would be fun. And actually, I think it was Calibers who came up with the idea of Bible Jeopardy. And so we're going to do that with a couple of the streamers. I need to work on the questions, but other than working on the questions, and I've been brainstorming them on my own, then we're set. It's over, and I don't even care, there's a wall. Look back for answers, I look back at all. Come to a close. Oh, I thought I had more in there. Oh, I don't. To a decision. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually drop this back off at my base, because I think this should be enough stone. And I think I have some stone over there at a crafting table. I know that for sure. So we're gonna drop this back off at my base. We're gonna sleep through the night, and then we're gonna go to the next thing we're doing, just so that I don't have to deal with phantoms, because we already spent one night doing the Bible study. This would be the second night, so that would mean in one more night we'd start getting phantoms to spawn, and I just don't feel like dealing with that. But how are you doing, Frey? You're having a good day. It's been blessed. You got your Discord account back. Any other big dubs? Or is that it? Because those are some pretty big dubs. We need to update this. Unfortunately, the plugin thing is kind of buggy. Custom made plugins happens. Is your internet? We fixed your internet, but is your audio working properly? All your drivers up to date? Everything restored on that computer? Just gotta reset up everything else on your computer before I get back to streaming. But it's almost all there, right? It's coming to a close. I've been streaming less lately because I've been doing a lot of like odd jobs, but I've also been doing like a lot of Crisis MP and other stuff. You actually played Reba with some buddies earlier? Dope. I want to do, I think Duck Duck Goose is free, but I want to do another Lockdown Protocol. Because Zaf bought that for me, and I was having a blast playing it with some guys, but then like everyone just stopped playing it. And that's the whole reason why I don't tend to get party games like that. Is because like, someone buys them for someone else, and then everybody plays them for like a week or two, and then everybody quits. I was like, dude, I want to play those games, and everybody plays Duck Duck Goose instead of Lockdown. But like, I figured out Lockdown and how it works on like the very last day of us playing, or all of them playing. I was like, come on, man, I just got here. I just realized something. I can go get that later. Jenny says she's here all she means from here to down the hall, and she is right in her own way. Boop. We're here now. Dude, if I was in real life swimming through the water like this, placing blocks, you know how pruny I'd get so fast. I'd look like a A date. A dry date. Okay, that's not working easily. What's the easiest way to do this? I'm trying to figure out what's the easiest way of doing this. Because before I was using full blocks, so I had like a big hitbox to work with. I think I have an idea. 1, 2, 3, and then boom. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna. I wonder if anyone knows what I'm doing out here. I'm running out of strength. Come back and you'll still find me. Everything at the premiere. I love this song. It's such a good song. Good Kid. Big fan of the band. A lot of them are kind of gay, but none of their songs sound gay. Or at least I haven't found any gay lyrics in any of their songs. So, whatever. Kind of like Queen. Although I guess Queen could. I guess some of his lyrics are kind of fruity. But eh. It's got some good songs. Tom Petty also. Is it Tom Petty that I'm thinking of? No. What am I thinking of? I was thinking of I Won't Back Down, which is Tom Petty. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just had an idea. Oh, there's a Nautilus. That is Jeopardy Blue, right? Why am I messing with it like this? It's already blue. Why am I laying down a sheet to work off of when it's already the right color? I will say, though, I do want a 2-block border on this. So I am going to go all the way around and put a 2-block border on it. It's not completely useless, but, like, kind of scuffed. Kind of didn't think that went through. But we are making the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 500 numbers for Jeopardy. Are you guys familiar with the band Good Kid, or am I the first person to like mention it? Because I feel like they're kind of like a slept-on band. I think they're pretty close to 700K on YouTube. On the tubes. I think their most listened to song has like almost 100,000 listens to. I think they were in Fork Knife for a while. I also don't know how long stream's going to be today, because I think I might be playing League of Legends with my friend later. And then there's also, like, you know, the community server. And I might play on the community server. I wonder, if I submerge these... I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to test that later. Let's put a little gap. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3 by 3. Just so I can test it. Because if I can do it like this, waterlogged slabs, and it still shows as blue on the map, then that's huge. Huge. I can waterlog slabs, and then that gives me an ability to build wherever I want. So that's perfect. So I can still have my blue border, but I can walk on it. So that's cool. Because I'm going to want to be building, and I do not want to have to work through that. Like, having to, like, swim everywhere and build, like, temporary scaffolding or whatever. But I'll just waterlog, like, a grid or something. And the borders, because Jeopardy has a border, and also it'll help make it so that it's not just one unilateral, like, brick of blue. And also, if I want to decorate a border, then at least I have, like, a border to build off of. Because I think most things are going to have, like, a border. Like, I could do, like, a picture frame or something. That'd be kind of cool. Do the same, but they won't make it every minute. This is a song about Kiki's delivery service called Mimi's delivery service. Really good song. I'm kind of chilling. Being chilling. You've seen before. And then also leaving it waterlogged like that means that mobs can't spawn on it. So I don't have to worry about tridents shooting me from underneath. But I also don't have to worry about mobs spawning on top and needing to light up them with torches. So this works perfectly. Big dubs. I know a lot of people, when they need like a certain purpley void color or purpley black, they go to the end void for it. And I'm doing the same thing, but with the ocean. I can't tell you why. Because I do not have a bed around here. Don't you notice how... This is the cover. This is their most listened to song, and it's a cover. Which kind of hurts, but it really helped the band get a lot of popularity. I think the song's by Luffy. The same. Gotta go get some sleep now. Have a blessed rest of your stream, pal. No problem, homie. I got you. I will. Indubitably. When I talk to you, Cupid looks right through and shoots an arrow through my heart. I'm jamming. I'm listening to a lot of love songs lately. Maybe I should work on that. But Good Kid also has songs about like anxiety and stuff, but man, I've just been in like a love song mood. Boop. this. Come on. Terrifying. Okay, this is driving me a bit insane, dude. Here we go. Confess yeah, I don't think you can see that, which is good. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, so this is chunk borders. So we're gonna do a perimeter, but I'm also gonna go along chunk borders, like this. Oops. So we're gonna do it in a grid pattern. We're not gonna fill up every single spot, but I think that'll be enough prep work that when I go to lay down the proper lines, it won't be super annoying. Oops. Yeah, you totally can't see that. Big dubs. So we're going to do one ring all the way around, and then we're going to do little lines. Technically, I don't even need to do the ring all the way around, but it's just because I don't feel like messing with all of this stuff when I place down it. Yeah. My dog's whining for attention. She does that. Jasmine, stop it. Leave my house alone. That was close. Yeah. I'm looking over at chat. You guys are being quiet. Honestly, I don't even know if I have anyone watching. But that's fine. Do it for the love of the game, brother. My mama dog's whining. Wonder why. Remember, genius at its finest often is all alone. Nicholas Tesla. Or something. So, we're gonna go this way now. So I don't need this song anymore. I'll meet you at a slow dance. The season's ending in like 80 days. I need to put the grind in. I need to finish my base too. I've got a couple ideas for what I want to do with some of my base. So I gotta finish parts of it. Damned across the room. Man, this song brings back memories of pain and heartache. Unironically. But it's whatever. Pain is what makes you who you are. But letting it define you is not ideal. Trauma can define you, but don't let it. Use the pain to sculpt yourself into a better man. I don't know where we're going with this. Was that motivational, chat? Was it? I try to be motivational. Working on my pep talks. So hard to meet you where you are. Oh. There's one line done. Yeah, that's not terrible. When I make the lines go in the other direction, it won't be nearly as bad. We're gonna skip this one. I was actually talking about this song at my church today. It's been a while, I've been out on my own. I'm anxious when I call you on the phone. But he says that it slips away. In the intro, it's hard to see that way. 'Cause in a while, I've been out on my own. I can't eye-and-eye coordinate. I can't speak and I can't hand-eye. Holy. 3 days in disarray. We'll be okay. No, I change, but I'm not afraid. I can't keep it together every way. Every age is in disarray. We'll be okay that way. That way. Woo! Oh, hi, Zambi. Things that I got over there came over and over. The only things that I could feel was the aging of my bones. October came over and over and I was a mess, but you pulled right from the loan. It's been a while, I've been out on my own. Dang nabbit. Course stored, Mickey. Yeah, you can't even see. I don't know why I moved my screen up like it would give you any way of seeing like it was a real map. Or like a $1 bill. Is this a real dollar bill? Holds it up to the sky. Oh, he goes not. Okay, Brian. That way. Oh, this is Orbit. I like Orbit. All that surrounds you, all that surrounds you, all that surrounds you. Can I right click properly? Thank you. I guess not. Holy. Can someone help me? Someone open up my eyeballs and fix my fingers, my fingies, my phalanges. I'm spam clicking. 4, 3, 2. Have you guys ever seen The Secret Life of Walter Mitty? It's a slept-on film, dude. Underrated. I really should do the sideways lines also. I've never heard that song, so we're skipping it. How many of you guys have gone to a concert? Is that like a thing people still do? Is go to concerts? Pox upon this ring, I'm just to burn it down. They try on me, stones in my old town. Wish I had been born at sea. You carry one of me. You know you free a home. As far as I can see. Ooh. This is that's what Freight Train does. He goes, oh. You let me go. It's time. Sushi by you. See, I'm supposed to do lines like that now. Because by doing that, I'm going to be making it so that I can build wherever I want, more or less. Or start wherever I want, more or less. I really like Pox. I think it's supposed to be a song about death. There we go. Look at that. Nice gray border. And then I'll be able to build the numbers in here. Oops. Oh, whoops. Actually, is there any more cooked fish in here? There's a little bit. We're gonna work on the questions for Bible Jeopardy now. I'll work on the numbers later. I'll have to remember that I still have that map in my inventory for that. Can you not laugh? Your happiness brings me misery.
I'm not laughing at you.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm scratching my nose. Give me a second. I really should do this. A whole bunch of people are talking in the Crisis and Beat chat. It's pretty cool. Is that smooth quartz or just quartz? Just quartz. Is this warped plank or crimson? It's crimson planked. There we go. Find the time. Oh, line. There's my copper. I put all these blocks here, so it's not stealing. Here we go. Okay, so chiseled stone, sand, the netherrack. Sand. Netherrack. Quartz. Horned coral. Cherry leaves, crimson plank, the crafted hive, dark plank, hay bale, and then crying obsidian. Hay bales are here. Do I have crying obsidian? Doesn't look like I do. Seriously, don't have any. Crazy. That's my flower farm. Okay, because if that triggered like the who's cutting onions thing, I would have been like, bruh. Come on. There we go. let's do this one. How is leg on Steve? I actually really like that line because I wear a lot of plaid. I always wear plaid. I always like Godsteer. Now I wear plaid or I always like Godsteer. Something like that. They look exactly the same. I wonder if she's gonna get on and bother me. No. Don't tell me he spawned. Oh, phew. You're addicted? No! No! Yeah. The poor bees. It was an empty hive. So now, you're gonna come up with Bible questions. So this is category 6. So this is joke. Biblical jokes. Category 1, this is Genesis, I think. Did I spell that right? No. Fixed it. So this is gonna be, we're gonna go through Genesis. So what are the names of Adam and Eve children? Sons. Because I believe they have 3 named sons. Cain, Abel, and one other. Let me double check that. Pretty sure they only have 3 named sons. Okay, that's what I thought. So I thought it was Cain, Abel, and Seth. Why didn't I just Google this? Adam's 3 sons. That's what I thought. Genesis. Okay, so we're gonna put this in the top corner as like a 200. Should this be at 100 points? Through naming all 3 kids, or is that a more points for the 3 kids? I don't know. We need 3 Genesis questions, so the question is, I think that one's a 400. I think that one's kind of hard. I'm almost all the way through Genesis, right? How many chapters are there in Genesis? I'm at 35 out of how many? I think there's like 40. So I think I'm almost done with Genesis. How many chapters in Genesis? 50. I'm like a third of the way done. That's what I thought. There we go. Oh. So this one I think is a little bit harder. Which one's harder? We'll make this a 400. It's a 300. That's a 2, and then a 100. We need like an easy one. 100's got to be easy. What were the names of the first 2 humans God made? Adam and Eve. Thank you. Because we got to put some easy ones in there. So we got Genesis done. We don't have Genesis done. We need a hard Genesis question. Put this in there. That's what I thought. Okay. I honestly think names are much harder to come by than numbers. So let's see. So we're going to put names here, names, and then number. Because I want them to be somewhat in chronological order, but I also want them to be, like, not super hard or super easy. So I don't actually know if the ranking of this, of, you know, difficulty down is going to be accurate, but, So the biblical joke column, these are all just going to be dumb jokes. All of them. Don't really care if they're in any real particular order. It's the joke category. It's going to be dumb. Am I spelling Nazareth right? Dude, I can't spell. I cannot spell. Yes. New Testament jokes will go in the bottom corner. So anything that's Old Testament, bottom right. Anything that's Old Testament, top left. So that I remember which ones are done. So this is how many more jokes I gotta write. 27 plus 26. More questions I gotta come up with. There's a lot. So we're gonna go through like Genesis, Leviticus and stuff, Deuteronomy, Numbers, whatever, Judges, and then I'll go through the next one. So there's a lot that I have to do here. Anyone got any fun questions or suggestions for questions? We're already done with Genesis. Let me look at the books of the Bible. I do have books for king, or ideas for, not kings, but judges. I do have some fun questions for judges. So there's this Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and Joshua before we get on the judges. How much of the Old Testament is there? There's a lot of Old Testament. I think we're going to make this one judges. And then, okay. We got some funny one for judges. There we go. gonna make that a 3. Okay. This is the fun part. Blunt objects. How do you go siege? Is that how you supposed to siege? That looks right. Nope, spelled it wrong. How about in the during the siege of Thebes, a woman killed a man with what weapon? This one I feel like is gonna be hard. Really? Not even what I looked up. That's what I thought. Is that how you spell Delilah? There we go. I'm back. Oh, dang nabbit. You didn't go through. No, check. I did spell this right. Actually, let me. Yeah. Dang it. Sign. That's gonna be the easy freebie for judges. Is that what it would be considered? Oh, hi, Harry. I'm gonna guess that it just repinged the Discord because my internet bugged out. Boo, hi, Mikey. Oh, hi, hyena. What? What animal's body part? Answer is donkey's jawbone. We're working on Bible Jeopardy. So I got the first 3 for judges done. I need to get these. Oh, I already got 4. So I need to get this one done. So we've done all of Genesis. We're almost done with judges. And then we're gonna keep on working. We also have a couple of joke questions. So this is Old Testament. This corner is New Testament. So I did all my Old Testaments in here. Why are you guys booing me? This is Jeopardy. Did they get bored? I think they did. Also, I think I accidentally double pinged the Discord because my internet died for a split second. Let's see if that did actually trigger how I think it did. It did. Oh, that might mean that it's 2 VODs I gotta download. No, I don't want to have to download 2 VODs to combine them and then re-upload them to YouTube. A little bit. Hee hee hee. Hee hee ha. We're working on questions in Genesis. Or judges. So I'm trying to think. Just making sure I'm not, like, horribly mistaken. Okay, so, yeah, that's probably the better answer. Because what I was going to write down is not as correct. Okay, we're going to make that one a 2. And then we're going to bump everything else up by 1. There we go. A little silly and a little freaky, Mikey? I don't want you to get a little freaky in my chat. I'm going to be honest. Not a fan. We're doing biblical. We can also work on biblical jokes for the Old Testament. Takes off armor. Well, you spelled armor with a U. You disgust me. Okay, so we got all of Judges done. We got all of Genesis done. This is a lot harder than I thought. I didn't think this far ahead. Bible jokes, Bible jokes, Bible jokes, Bible jokes, Bible jokes. Hi, Harry. Harry the meme guy should know some very bad dad jokes around the Bible, right? O'Reilly's auto farts. Judges is done. The biblical jokes don't matter what part of the Bible they're from. I need a whole bunch of New and Old Testament jokes. Do you guys have any bad dad jokes? I will have to ask you to put that back on. She pulls out the Glock. I'm out of... all my questions that I had pre-planned in my mind was only 12. And I need 60. So I'm a sixth of the way done. It's a watered one, don't worry. Oh yeah, it's definitely a squirt gun. Do you guys have any questions? Also, look, we can have even special guests over here in their little chairs. I'm thinking about changing these out for redstone lamps. I think that would make more sense instead of the toggle button so that they don't have to reset them. Even though I think they look better and more accurate, I think redstone lamps would be better. Also, because then I can see if someone ties, I can wait for the lights to click off. Instead of watching the buttons come back up, because watching the buttons come back up from that far away is going to be a little hard, I feel like. Yeah, watching it slightly raise. Is it Exodus? Okay. It is Exodus. So this one's going to be Exodus. So it's going to be Genesis, Exodus, Judges. So in Exodus, wasn't Noah. Was Moses. This one's the book about Moses. So we need fun Moses questions. Rar, 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 rar. They were enslaved to Egypt. Exodus. And then the best part about this is that because I'm not numbering them for points, we can swap them around, and also anyone can come by in the world download, shuffle them up, and then play them with their friends. Oh, I fix them. This one I think is going to be pretty hard. I don't even know how lore accurate that is. Is that pineapple on pizza? Oh, that is technically right. I wasn't sure if they considered it to be float down, but it technically is still considered float down with how it's phrased. Female! Did you just call me a they them? Who do you think you are? I just got called a queen. Plotting something devious? Hey, I'm a big fan of pineapple on pizza. Okay, I was pretty confident I wasn't wrong. But sometimes I forget Bible names, and instead of looking like a fool, I'm gonna just fact check myself and look like a different type of fool. So this is going to be the 500 because I think that one's hard. And then... Okay, that's what I thought this was. So I think this is a good question for number 4. Oh, this is according to Numbers. This is in Exodus. So I can't use that. Okay. Oh, hi, Harry. Check DMs. Okay. That's pretty decent gift. Okay. So we got Genesis, Exodus, Judges. We got some Bible jokes. Some Bible jokes. Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to think of hee hee ha ha's funnies for the Bible. This is a Bible story, boys and girls. I'm not making this up. Dude, I sure hope I'm remembering this line right. I just want to make sure that I'm reading this correctly. Okay, I spelled her name wrong, but I did get the joke reference correct. I don't know if you guys have figured this out, but I really like Samson as a Bible character. Okay, so that's fine. Do you know who else likes Bible jokes? My mom! I'm gonna go grab my light, and then I'm gonna go swap out the lights for lamps, and then we're gonna try and figure out some more Bible jokes. I feel like the New Testament's gonna be a lot easier because I just try and find as many things about Jesus as possible. Just lots of Jesus, okay? New Testament, all about Jesus. Old Testament, though, I kind of can pick and choose who I want. My eyeball. Do you guys have any ideas? Also, I'm supposed to be reading from Psalms and Proverbs now for my Bible in a year because we're probably about halfway done with stream. I really need someone else to help me brainstorm these. I'm kind of cooked. Also don't know what next 2 books I want to do. Because it's got to be after Judges. Because I've already done, Exodus. I've done Genesis, Exodus, Judges. And now I want to do the second half of the Old Testament. And then I need to start going through the New Testaments. Which I think I'm going to do the Gospels. Like John, Mark, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, jokes. That's how I want to do it. For the New Testament. So that one's pretty easy. But man, the other ones are just kind of tricky. There we go. So now if I click this, it's gonna... Yeah, I can see whose light clicks off first to break the tie. Okay. I got you a new reaction image. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Absolutely. If you know, you know. Gooseworks when he was like, I'm gonna do some subtle foreshadowing, and then there's that dude. It's like, oh. Uh-oh. Wait, if that guy's supposed to be subtle foreshadowing, but the guy is a reoccurring character, makes me wonder. Ooh, the way she makes me wonder. I think that's how it goes. Okay. Bible jokes. Old Testament Bible jokes. Your armor broke and then you hit me with that? Are you serious? Samson smug emote. Wow. Wow. I'm running out of ideas, guys. I need help for silly Bible questions. You're not that funny lately, lady. Stop laughing. Ah! No, you don't. No. Uh-uh. 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 Whamming, am I right, chat? Anyways, I watched it happen to there was a baby zombie and we died a lot to it. Keep a pants on and we're all good. Okay. It's just like something about keeping the socks on. Bible question. Because I have ideas for acts. The best part about this is, like, you guys can mix them up. You need new pants, too. Oof! I'm going to use levers, I think, on the back of all these. And then as I use them, I'm going to flick the lever up. Maybe. Dude, I am trying to figure this out. I don't have that creative of a brain when it comes to making Bible questions. And I just went through and made 18, 19, 20. I did 20. That's pretty good. 20 is a third of what we need. Since we're going to need 60. Bible questions. You guys aren't helpful. You guys are just talking about pants and being a naked hyena. Okay, well, we're trying to think. I'm going to read my Psalms and Proverbs for today, since that shouldn't take me very long. Psalms 14, 1 through 7. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt, and they have done abominable works. There is none who does good. The Lord looks down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there are any who understand, who seek God. They have all turned aside. They have together become corrupt. There is none who does good, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and do not call on the Lord. There they are in great fear, for God is with the generation of the righteous. You shame the counsel of the poor, but the Lord is his refuge. Oh, that of the salvation of Israel would come out of Zion. When the Lord brings back this captivity of his people, let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. Proverbs 3, 19, and 20. 1 second, Randy. The Lord by wisdom founded the earth, By understanding he established the heavens. By his knowledge the depths were broken up, and the clouds dropped down the dew. Okay, let me put this back for now. An old man stumbles in the chat looking half dead from lack of sleep. He collapses in a nearby chair and makes his cup of tea quietly as Cole continues to read the word. Precisely. So what we are doing now is we are setting up the questions for Bible Jeopardy. I've got Genesis, Exodus, Judges, and we're working on Bible jokes. I've got 2 Bible jokes right now, one for old, one for new. The new one is, what is Jesus' middle name? Answer, of. Because it's Jesus of Nazareth. It's not very funny. Okay, but I'm working out here. And then for this one, it is, where did Noah keep his bees? In the archives, of course. So, as you can see, I'm not taking the joke questions very seriously. They're supposed to be silly. Oh, okay. Wait. Why did was it the disciples that said this? I need to look this up. I need to make sure that I'm reading this right, because I want to make sure that I'm quoting my Bible correctly. Oh, it wasn't disciples. It was Lazarus, right? This part is about Lazarus. Lazarus? Okay, it was Lazarus. The answer? So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I remember this because my buddy makes jokes about this. Martha said blank to Jesus to justify not rolling away Lazarus' stone, because Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. So, what was Martha's defense? Does anyone know? The exact phrasing in New King James is, Lord, by this time he stinketh. I don't know. I think it's funny. Like, Jesus, I know you can bring this man that we all love back from the dead, but do we have to roll away the stone? He kind of smells bad. We're gonna make that a 4. So this is the grade is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Genesis, Exodus, Judges, category 4 and 5 haven't been picked out, and then biblical jokes, and then we're gonna do Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts. So right now we're working on the Old Testament, and I need 2 more books from the Old Testament and a couple more biblical jokes. Women do tend to have a better sense of smell than men. Woman, do you smell better? Do you have a better sniffer than me and my brothers?
I'm gonna say yes.
So you think you could smell better than me and my brothers?
Well, I don't know about you, but I smell things that Tristan doesn't smell.
So you're saying that my younger brother sniffer, the one you married, has a sucky sniffer, but yours is better than his, but maybe not as good as mine.
Well, yours might be good, but in a small bathroom,
Okay, she might have a better sniffer than me, chat. She might have a better sniffer than me. Her sniffer might be better. Okay. So we've got a couple of joke questions, some that are silly. Cole's on a roll tonight? Not really. We got 18, 21. What's that plus 10, 21? Out of we got 21 questions out of 60. So we're over a third, which isn't bad, but that's from me brainstorming for the last 2 weeks. So not great. I should have wrote these down. Bible jokes. What are some jokes in the Bible that are fun? I sadly cannot stay, but I think I got one. That's fine. Give me your question, because this will probably be streamed in a few weeks once I figure out all my questions. And I'm only going to stream all the Old Testaments. All the New Testaments I'll probably workshop with my church members and family members. For the New Testament stuff. But I think for the Old Testament, it'll be fine to do it as a group. But what is your Bible joke? Because I want, like, dad jokes. I want ones that aren't necessarily funny, but just existing. That make sense. For Jeopardy, baby. Ooh, I lost on Jeopardy. Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. That's really not a good sign. Doggy, stop whining. I'm so getting disconnected. Yep. Is my stream still running? No, stream, stop dying. Why is my Wi-Fi dying? Okay, well, I can connect to YouTube. Okay. Okay. Looks like the stream didn't crash. Huge. I'm typing slowly. That's fine. That's fine. Take your time while you make your tea. You know, if you really think about it, tea is just hot leaf juice. I can't believe a member of my own family could say something so... I can't remember what he said. Despicable, deplorable, terrible. That's why I live off of liquid green. I'm also out of Dr. Pepper. It makes me sad. Can't believe you do that to me. After all we've been through, I can't believe you. It's so unbelievably terrible. What you doth say to me? I just realized I could make these scoreboards, these signs, and then I can use banners to keep track of the points. Ooh. But typing it's a lot easier, so we're just gonna type it. Let's see what your Bible joke is. Your Bible joke. The B-I-B-L-E. No, that's the book for me. Sadducees. How do you remember one of their major theological differences with Pharisees? Well, one is sad and one is fair. Spring up a well, splish, splash, and save my soul. I don't want to be a Sadducee. 'Cause he said, you see, I don't want to be a Pharisee. Do. I don't want to be a goat. Nope. I don't want to be a goat. Nope. I feel like that's a little bit longer than a quick quip. Also, the Pharisees also didn't believe in the resurrection, right? They kind of killed Jesus. The way you talk, you could get it off. Sadducees, how do you remember the difference between Sadducees, how do you remember one of the major theological differences with the Pharisees? Well, they didn't believe in the resurrection, and that would make them sad. You see? Yeah, I can work with that. Can I copy paste this? Okay, this would be New Testament, right? I feel like this would be New Testament, so we'll put it in here. I don't really care where the New Testament ones go. Or I don't care where we rank the joke ones, because the only thing that's going to make the jokes easier or harder is how often you hear them, like how common they are. So I think the joke ones are fine, and not really trying to put from hardest to easiest, or I mean vice versa, from easy to hard. But, Also, my internet keeps dying, so we might just have to wrap up the stream here after 2 hours. I was hoping to go for 3, but I'm running out of ideas for questions, and I don't know how much more my Wi-Fi can handle this, because it's been bugging. We've already had a stream restart once today on me. I don't think I want to risk it twice. So, we're going to finish off with reading Matthew, and I only have like a page of Matthew to read, so this will be really easy because it's only Matthew 7 through 30. As they departed, Jesus began to say to the multitudes concerning John, "What did you go out to the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind. But what did you go out to see? A man clothed in soft garments? Indeed, those who wear soft clothing are the king's house. But what did you go out and see? A prophet? Yes, I say to you, and more than a prophet. For this is he whom is written, Behold, I will send my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. Assuredly, I say to you, among those born of women, that has not risen one greater than John the Baptist, but he who is least in the kingdom of heaven is great to me. And from those days of the John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violence take it by force. For all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you are willing to receive it, he is Elijah who is to me, who is to come. He is Elijah who is to come. He who has ears to hear, let him hear. I really like that line. The ears to hear line, it keeps recurring in the Bible. But to what shall I liken this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplace and calling to their companions and saying, We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We mourned for you, and you did not lament. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say, He has a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, Look, a glutton and a wine-bibber, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is justified by her children. Then he began to rebuke the cities in which most of his mighty works had been done, because they did not repent. Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida! For If the mighty works which were done in you had been done in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago in the sackcloths and ashes. But I say to you that it will be more tolerable for Tyre and Sidon in the day of judgment than for you. And you, Capernaum, who are exalted to heaven, will be brought down to Hades. For the mighty works which were done in you have done in Sodom, and it would have remained until this day. But I say to you that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than you. At the time Jesus answered and said, I thank you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that you have hidden these things from the wise and the prudent and have revealed them to babes. Even so, Father, for so it seemed good in your sight. All things that have delivered to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father. One second. Nor does anyone know the Father except the Son, and the one to whom the Son wills to reveal him. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your soul, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Oh, hi, Ironclaw. Oh, you redeemed Stretch? Okay. You're going to bed? Ironclaw, you caught the end of the stream, mostly because I am struggling to come up with Bible jokes. I'm so sorry, Buckaroo. I was planning on ending here in a moment. I'm not even joking. That was the last of the Bible reading. All good? No. We'll wait. Uno momento, man. 4 for the 4. We'll head back to base and put some stuff away so you can see some of the crisis in P. Ooh, good night and God bless you, Angel. Oh, hi, Captain Sammy. Have you been here all night, or did you? How come I plan on ending and I go from 2 to 5? Borthers. I'm ending. Where were you 2 hours ago? Or like 30 minutes ago when I was struggling with Bible questions. My internet's kind of on the fritz, and I don't know if it's going to die or not. And I've already been kicked from the server twice due to my internet not being happy, and my stream disconnected once. So, I don't know how much longer she's got in her. So we're going to wrap it up. I must sleep. I can't make it to the end, Cole. At work? Ah, that makes sense. Well, we're ending it right here, right now. Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I will say, I will be hanging out in the Crisis MP Discord. So, Crisis SMP Socials. There you go. There's a link tree. Here's a little intermission screen. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? So, I have a whole bunch of people to thank. So, thank you, Hyena Jen, for the follow. Thank you, Skymore, for the follow. Thank you, Zacharek, for the follow. Thank you. Okay, Skymore followed me a second time. Thank you, Harry the Meme Guy, for the follow. And thank you, the Ironclaw, for the follows. Much love, greatly appreciated. I stream Monday through Friday and the PMs of the PST, ! Discord, social standards description below. And I hope you guys enjoy your stand-up. I don't see you guys again tomorrow. Hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. We are going to raid out to... Oh, yeah, we can raid out to her. You clearly practiced this? I did. Yep, there we go. Go get some channel points. Go say hi. Do not harass her, okay? If it was someone I knew a little bit better, I'd say go harass her. But I don't know her that well. So you guys go have fun now, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. I'll TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Mwah! I'll see you guys in the Christ SMP Discord if you guys are going to be hanging. If not, then good night.